Hola, hola, welcome. Thanks for coming to this lovely moment. This is the Sacred Lighthouse, and I am here, an Astralite, and I've come here as a collective co-creator, and I just want us to dive right into the Sacred Chakra Spiral Part 2. It usually takes me forever to get back to this moment, but this time the energy flow is just really ready, really ready. If you haven't seen the first Sacred Chakra, please go visit that. That's where I do more of an intuitive reading. At this time, I'm going to read from the book of the lovely authors that have gifts. These oracle cards, these tarot cards are just amazing gifts that I channel my higher self, my intuitive channeling, and then I use the tarot cards. I love a visual, and it's nice to have a visual. I love to speak it, and then having a visual, and I'm calling in at this lovely moment all of our ancestors, our spirit guides, our angels, our loved ones that are with us and giving us messages at all times of the day if we just listen. I'm going to begin. I normally have a candle, but it's just so windy, a little windy today, so I'm just going to go ahead and, there goes the man. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of open up the channel a little. I'm an open channel. I do Reiki, Akashic Records reading. So my pineal is wide open. Okay, let me just dive in. It's going good. I didn't want to do that too long. Okay, last time when I pulled the Sacred Chakra Spiral, I always start with the root chakra, and I chose the Guardian of Wisdom. And so the beautiful card that came up is Deception. And let me get my glasses on. And I really am going to do reading on the other ones, but this deck only came with a small instructions, but not a book. I might have to order the book one day. So I'm going to read what they have to say about the Guardian. So let me turn down my... I love guitar music, so I had to play a little music for you. Okay, so the Guardian of Wisdom cards. We are the creative guardian. Okay, these beautiful and easy to use universal cards are here for your enjoyment. Oh, there's one. No, actually, that's not what I want to read. I'm going to go ahead and just set this up for you. Okay. Okay, there we go. There we are. Okay. And I think there's one more. And I am just stalling while you enjoy that beautiful card. Okay, here we are. The Guardian of Wisdom. This little lovely deck. Just each of this deck came with the Native Wisdom, the Angel Wisdom, and this happens to be the Guardian of Wisdom. So I just want to kind of quietly let you know a little bit about why she chose this card, the Guardian of Wisdom deck, and and it's deception. You are able to see beyond the mask and the trickery of others. I just love when this came up because that is so true. When you can see someone's eyes, let me tell you, you can see everything about who they are. If you can read eyes, it's good to learn. It's a good little learning tool that's necessary. So, okay, the Guardian Wisdom cards are designed to be used as a questionnaire. Oh, this still isn't what I'm looking. Oh, period. Okay. The Guardian Wisdom cards manifest the ideas and marks of early alchemists by using diamonds, hearts, and spades and clubs. The symbols on the minor cards below each number represent the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual aspects of an individual. There is no disagreement that the alchemists have a great influence in the evolution of cards and card reading. Once understood, concentrate on the card. Oh, okay, so they're just kind of giving me some ideas. Okay, I really need to get a book for this lovely deck. That's something I just really, really need to get a book. But I just will say, I think those words say everything. I think I might even title this, watch out for trickery. So you can kind of see, I'm going to kind of, well, you can really see the calmness. And then I love this up here. It's just like, watch out. Watch out for trickery. When people are not being honest with you and you can feel it. I usually can feel it in my gut. That's where my intuition is. And I can usually tell if my gut doesn't feel good, if I get this weird feeling in my stomach. So I love that. So that was the root chakra. So, start your morning, start your day, and just get grounded and just know and be aware of what you want and your flow and of your day. Map it out, feel it, see it, and just be it. Someone told me years ago, I never forget, he said, don't talk about it, be about it. That was such a great wisdom. Great wisdom. Okay, so now we're going to go to, so that was the root chakra, and now we're going to go to the lovely sacral. And I chose to use the soul card spread, and this is the lovely card, and Sonia Quaquette. So I love this card because right away I got the feeling that it was saying, go have an adventure. And that's exactly, this is a great time to take an adventure. If there's something you've always wanted to do, go for it. Take that big old jump and step and move toward what you really, really have always wanted to do and be, and go. Explore. I love that. Begin to explore. Are you surprised? And I'm just going to go ahead and read, and I'll just kind of keep the card up there. You've seen my face. Are you surprised to find yourself feeling more curious than usual? Are you suddenly are you suddenly delirious of a grander, more creative, and are more central life than one you have now, and a more central life than the one you have now? Would you like to break free of a rut? Resist the ordinary. I like that. Resist the ordinary. I like that. And rebel against what keeps you suppressed for what seems like forever. Let me read that again. Rebel against what keeps you suppressed for what seems like forever. If so, be glad you haven't have you be if so, be glad you aren't having a midlife crisis. Your soul is simply reigniting the fire of your true being. Oh, I love that. This sudden longing for the unknown is your soul's way of leading you away from submission to a fearful ego and back to a joyful spirit. Rather than fight these crazy impulses, surrender to them even if they make no sense or have no specific direction. So she says, your soul's purpose right now is to allow you to engage into the unknown. It will direct your return to the authentic self. So follow your spirit and try something completely out of the ordinary. So your soul's lesson. I like that she gives you a lesson. Your soul's lesson. Impose no restrictions upon your spirit, but rather be receptive of all compelling opportunities and invitations. It's okay to proceed gently and with caution, but do move forward. The universe is watching over you and protecting you all the way. Yeah, yeah. So that is the best message that I can just, if I did nothing else and just walked away, I have to say I was, that's a great message for the collective, because, sometimes, we spent 2 years wondering how life was going to be for us, some of us, and we had sent, a lot of stress, a lot of strain, a lot of unpredictableness, a lot of sadness, a lot of, and it was almost as if when that moment ended, everyone just kind of wanted to like burst out of this seed, this shell, this bubble, and do all that we wanted to do. And then I think sitting in those 2 moments, 2 years, it felt like, it was 2 years because I began my business, my spiritual business in 2019, and I kind of set back a little bit the last few years and just been creating and creating and creating. And speaking of creating, I must say, for let me finish up on, now it's just time. We sit back in our spirits, and we had to just be still and come to this moment. And that was a gift. That was a gift because it gave you time to be still and see yourself probably in a better light and want more and desire more and remember what you always wanted. And that's what I did. I remembered what I always wanted, and I always had big dreams. And so now that's why in June 2022, when I first opened up my Akashic Records, when I first opened up my Astralight Lighthouse on YouTube, it was on. I mean, I had all this fire in me. My brother Tiger, in spirit, he says puts a fire under me when my back's against a wall, and it was time for a big change for me and the whole universe. I felt that, I feel like the universe walks with us and in us, and we walk with it and in it. So okay, so that was a beautiful message for the sacral. So let's pop. I always skip the heart, and I skip that because I weave all of the chakras into the heart, and that's the last one I go to. So let's go with let's go right to number 3. Oh, no, 3 is the solar plex. Okay, so 3 is the solar plex, and the card that came up is dog. And I have been, okay, let me read it. Be disciplined in your home and community life. And I say be disciplined with yourself and be gentle with yourself all at the same time. You know how a dog, when they do something bad and pee in the house or da-da-da, you would be really gentle with them. And we don't, be gentle about it. We understand, because how much love we have for them. So this was a great card to receive. So I'll just go ahead and read. And this is our solar plex, and this is where we feel our inner wisdom. Okay, so it says, be disciplined in your home and community life. All canines, wolves, foxes, domestic hounds, and others originate from Sirius, where the gold ray of Christ is kept. They coordinate to bring this unconditional love energy to Earth and to pass their pure light to other animals and peoples. Dogs are mainly learning from various forms of family structures. The spiritual purpose of a domestic dog is to be companions to humans. They have surrendered the familiarities of their own kind to support us. They are giving and receiving love while learning to teach about discipline and loyalty. Foxes are learning the art of adaptability, whereas wild dogs are developing independence, resourcefulness, courage, and sense of adventure. Oh, there goes that adventure word again. All dogs are loyal to their families and selflessly protective. So the guidance here, when you receive this card, you are invited to look at the structure of your family life and your friendships, including those who work colleagues. Are you loyal to each other? Do you respect each other? Do you all relate to each other for the highest good? Are you disciplined or chaotic in your lifestyle? Your family reflects you. So are you loyal to yourself? Ooh, didn't I just say that? Do you respect yourself? Do you make choices for your highest good? It always begins with us. Always begins with us. Always. You were reminded that spiritual discipline is the foundation for true happiness and joy. It is the keystone for ascension. The dog card wants you to know that when you consistently practice your spiritual technique, you are adaptable, courageous, and develop a sense of adventure and fun. Your entire life can expand based on this solid foundation as self control conforms confirm safety and excuse me safely safety yeah safe self-control confirms safety, and then they walk forward and enjoy and bliss. I love that. I named my company Pure Bliss, and that I was just going to say, about starting a new adventure. I'm starting a new adventure, and I am opening up my heart, and I'm walking with people, spirit seekers, I like to say, for 6 lovely weeks. And how you can find out information about that, I'm named it. I called it Awakening to Magic Within You, because I truly believe we are all magic beings. We have these magical gifts within us, and I want to share the knowledge. I want to share the love. I want you to open up your magical gifts. So, just saying all of that, lovely. This moment, if you would like to walk with me for 6 weeks, go inside the description, and also, also, please subscribe, please comment, please hit that like button. I would so appreciate it. It would be so make me so happy when people come and comment. That just really touches my heart. So, okay, so that was the number 3. That was the solar plex, a beautiful solar plex, the inner wisdom, and it's saying, be loyal to self. Be loyal to self. I love that. So that is the dog card. So now I was going to say, I skip the heart. I don't go to the heart because I go right to the throat chakra. So let me pull that lovely card. And this was what was pulled yesterday, number 36, listening to truth. I loved when I pulled this card. I think I had it too close up here. Let me where you can see it. I gotta have it. I loved it when I pulled this card because this card really, really let me see and understand how am how I have been. And I know a lot of my loving dear friends and healers and all of the beautiful community. I know that this has been probably the best thing for us at this time, is to just really start listening to for truth from ourselves and from others. So Elaine Fairchild, she does a beautiful job. Look at that shell, that seashell, so beautiful. She does a beautiful job with writing, but she writes I mean, it's like 3 pages, and no, it's not too bad. Okay, let me go ahead and just read it, but I'm going to put this up. I'm going to put, so you can really meditate on that lovely, lovely picture. So let me just begin. Listening for the truth. Truth speaks to us constantly, but not always in words. It may communicate through a feeling that is hard to put into words, but brings in an impeccable sense of peace, trust, and the knowledge that somehow something is going to work out perfectly, even if there is a little evidence of how it will all going to happen. You are being asked to listen for truth beneath the words rather than the superficial messages of the words themselves. This is especially true for the communication of those around you, the press, the newspapers, and the mass media. You will begin to hear fear in the words, action of those around you, even as you preach love. Listen deeper. Listen for the truth. This oracle comes from a message of truth for you. You are hearing something that is not being said, and that what you are hearing is truthful. You may feel as though you are the only one that is really ready to hear or see it. Perhaps you have been working in a situation or in a loving relationship where truth is constantly denied. We live in a world where truth is frequently avoided out of fear that what it might reveal. That was interesting. And it's okay. I'm gonna read that again. We live in a world. We live. Okay, I don't understand. We live in a world where truth is frequently avoided out of the fear that it might reveal what it might reveal. As the base of such action, consciously or not, is a deep sense of unhealed, unhealed toxic shame. If you or someone else is fearful of that truth will expose rather than free and heal them, some personal healing is required. It is time for letting go of old wounds and in favor of greater sense of self-love and acceptance. If you're being asked to love yourself enough to honor the truth, even if you feel that you're the only one doing so, sacred rebels need truth like lungs need oxygen. Truth keeps the energy that's a great one. Truth keeps the energy of life flowing through the rebellious heart. Lies dampen the spirit of the sacred rebel. Even if those have less awakened hearts fear the truth, you must not turn away from it. Don't resent this state of affair. Perhaps your job is to show that truth can be witnessed even when many may want to hide from it. What others do is always their choice, but through your honorable deeds done with integrity, you will be set free, no matter what the outcome. You are a truth seeker, never to die or try to quieten this down to make others comfortable. You are meant to be an agitator at times, even though you don't have to confront people to do it. You don't necessarily have to say a word, though sometimes you will. Often you will agitate in most loving sense by unveiling truth simply through your knowing. Hold compassion for the truth you behold. Do not use them as knives to cut another or yourself with harshness, but as clear insight that allows one to loosen the knots that bind simply by knowing that thread. Let me read that. Do not use them as knives to cut another or yourself with harshness, but as a clear insight that allows one to loosen the knots that bind simply by knowing which thread to gently tug. This oracle brings you guidance. If you have been worn down and depressed by lies, gossip, deceit, or backstabbing going around, and you don't fret, that's so cute, don't fret, don't worry. Don't worry. Get out in nature and spend some time communing with the infinite. Healing will come to you now, no matter how many times and how many ways or how many tongues untruth is spoken. You know what you know. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know what you know in your sacred rebellious heart. The truth is your connection to the living truth of itself, of life itself. Don't give up. Just open up to healing and know that truth always eventually prevails. Hmm. That's so beautiful. I truly believe, yeah, that resonates with my heart. I hope that resonates with your spirit. I hope that resonates with you and your heart. I say speak your truth. That's been coming up so often, all of the time. Speak your truth. Say what you want and just That's why I chose the rebel, because she always has a beautiful message for the heart, for the throat chakra. So the throat chakra, I want to just say there was a story that I didn't finish and back and beginning to explore. You know, it was important that I took a journey to come here to Mexico. I'm in Puerto Vallarta. It's a 10-year reunion for me. 10 years ago, I wanted to come here and live and be here. And I just felt the love of the people. I love the hot weather. I love the nature. I love the ocean. I'm from Seattle originally, since the 70s, you know. So I'm used to the water, but in the wintertime, it's too cold for me. I don't like it cold at all. I mean, even below anything below 50 degrees, it's not. I don't like. So just saying that, I decided in June to take an adventure. I decided early in September 2022 that I was going to take an adventure and come back to Mexico, and I knew I was going to come here, and I set my intentions on it, and voila, here I am with your lovely hearts and spirits. And I came here to do this. This is why I came here. And I'll go back to the States in April, and I'll come back here again in October or September in 2023. But there's so much beautifulness in the Northwest and so much I need to do. I have so much fun happening. I love it here. And I do also love, going back home. I'm a beautiful family, and my daughter, and all of my nephews and my nieces, and and loving friends. So, and I met some beautiful people here. Okay, so I am going to go now to the mind's eye, that amazing magical pineal gland. It is the mind's eye is your it's where it's your inner, it's like your other eyeball. If you do anything, open up your pineal. It is such a beautiful experience because it really gives you messages that you maybe not can see with your. It has a way of sending you signals through your pineal, and these signals go all the way through my body, but I really feel it up here. So this is a beautiful thing to receive this lovely card. I thought it said seer when I first did the sacred chakra spiral, and then it took me a minute, and I did, and this you can't see very well. So I'm going to definitely do some individual card moments with these cards because I really want you to take time and digest these cards, and resonate with these cards in your spirit, because each of these pictures means something. So I am going to go ahead and read because he gives you all, James Wanless, he gives you all of the pictures and what then each of them stand for. So let me just start. The star, and look at all these brilliants, like the 5 and a 10, 11, but okay, a 5 and a 10, 15, 16, 17, 17. I think that's an 8. I think, I think that's an 8, those numbers up there. And eights is infinity. Okay, and that's been coming up so much in my lovely world. Okay, the stars symbolize the law of illumination. In fact, you are made of stardust and you shine like a star. Everyone resonates starlight. Recognize your starlight and you will succeed and star on all levels of being. Like the star of Bethlehem, you are guiding light in the darkness. Be a guide, an illuminator to others. Oh, it's so beautiful. The star is symbolized by the Oriental goddess Kuan means to give of yourself with compassion and service to others, so they may find their starlight. As Aquarius, water barrier, and the water ruin, Zong, Laguz. It's a name I've never seen. You bring life-giving water to others for their regeneration and healing. In helping others with their clarity and generosity, you help yourself achieve your destiny, reach your star. I love it that he always goes into such a detail. Like he's doing the I Ching, The I Ching, the hexagram for the star is 22, pi. Oh, I didn't know that. That's so amazing. Grace. I've been seeing that word a lot. And swans a lot come up in the cards. You know, walk with grace, be graceful. So number 22, that's a magic number. Which is the kind of beauty associated with the Roman vision of the star Venus. Yeah, there's a moon energy Venus going on right now. Yes, that is so beautiful. And so the tranquil beauty, clarity within, quiet without. Is this a tranquil quantity of pure contemplation? In this aspect, the world is beautiful. I Ching. Oh, that is so amazing. Thank you. I love that. Okay, in the Kabbalah, the star represented by, oh, I'm going to just spell it, Tazaddi, which means fish hook. So amazing. I've been talking to my uncle that does fishing, and I wanted to go fishing the other day. I have a friend that lives here in Mexico, Enrique, and he fishes, and so it's so beautiful. We were just talking about that yesterday. So that means fish hook. And I used to fish when I was a child with my brother Tiger. We used to bring home all kinds of fish when we lived in Denver for Mama to cook up. Okay, the star hooks are attraction. Okay, the star's hook, our attraction, is an inner and outer expression of beauty, which is irresistible. The star's hook of beauty attracts others so that the star is capable of great power to influence others. Use your beauty to serve others in finding their own beauty. Oh my holy moly, that is so true and so beautiful. I so believe that's okay. The star number is 17, which is a combination of a 10 and a 7. Both 10 and fortune mean fortune, and the 7 means chariot, represents attainment. Wow, okay. This star has achieved the heights and is rewarded with fame and acclaim. Once having achieved stardom, the star personality shines its light with an infinite radiance. This is a symbol by the infinity sign of the sideways 8, which is what the star 1 and the 7 add up to. Yes, I was just saying that. Yes, the infinity. That just keeps coming over and over. So let me go and look at each of these. He gives a beautiful definite example of what each one means. So, ooh, oh wow. My computer does not play. When it says a computer's going down, it goes out quick. I have to move fast. No time to pause. No time to pause. Okay, so this is so amazing. So I'm going to read. I'm going to just sit this really close to you, and I'm hoping you can see. And if I can point out some things, I will. So the mental part of this is esteem. Esteem your brightest and your ideas. Like beauty, offer esteem and hope. Use your imagination, think inspirationally. Oh, that is so true. I was just talking. So, what is this? This is the star right here. I was just talking with my friend Mahogany, and she was mentioning about how important imagination is. And I don't think I could live if I didn't have a crazy, wild imagination. Okay, so the emotional. So that was the mental. So the emotional. So the star radiate, radiate, twinkle, esteem your beautiful feelings. So those are all of the little stars that are all up here. All these little stars. So cool. Okay, so the physical part, star, make yourself beautiful and handsome, energize, be light. Okay, so this is the star. It stands as Aquarius. Your ankles show your particular kind of beauty. That is so funny. I just started wearing ankle bracelets last year. Just last year. I used to wear them years ago. When I was a young girl, and now I'm just starting. So that's so. Remember, put some ankle bracelets on. No pinky. No, I'm just kidding. No. Okay, that is so cool. Okay, wow. Okay, action in the world. Okay, star. Once again, achieve, esteem your accomplishment, go for stardom, be of service. I love that. Be of service. That is what we do. Okay, so the spiritual wisdom, star, yay, waka. Aspire to see the light, to live in the light, and to be the light. Honor your own inner light. Recognize the star that you are. Esteem yourself. Oh, that is so true. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay, so the Aquarius, be the aquarium age, follow the stars. So the comet, you see a comet here. Oh, yeah, there must be the little comet right there. The comet, and it's KAHOUTEX. Be swift, for you are only passing through. Whoa, that was pretty deep. So the water in this car, there's water. There's a water over here, water down here, beautiful. And then the jade, water. Oh, there's the jade. Okay, and the emerald, the jade and the emerald. Okay, the jade is the bunny. How cute is that? Okay, so the alchemy, water and air. I'm always saying, we're earth, wind, and fire. We are the universe. So I love it that he adds in the water and the air and all the different moments. Okay, water and air. Watery aspects of the air. Think with feeling. Airy aspects of water. Feel with wisdom. Feel with wisdom. So the jade represents you have the strength to withstand pressure, heal the kidneys. Okay, I've been thinking about kidneys a lot. My brother in spirit, that's he used to always, yeah, I just realized, our bodies are so fragile, and we have these organs inside of us, and we really need to take care of them. We don't see them all the time, like our stomach. We see the outside, we don't see our lungs, we don't see our throat, we don't see all those things, but those are really important parts of who we are. So we need to take care of them. So I love it that he put that message in. Heal the kidney. So drink lots of water. Drink lots of water. Okay, and yeah, lots of water. Okay, so the time he puts in all that too. The starlight and the Aquarius. They are dark but hopeful times. Okay, these are dark but hopeful times. Yeah, exactly. We are the light. I named myself Astral Light. I gave myself that spiritual name. My mother's favorite thing in the whole wide world is lighthouses, and she's my lighthouse. So I really feel like we come here to be lighthouses for each other. And we had some dark days. I've had some dark days, but then, I always walk through things, step through things, and then I ask for help. I get support. I'm not doing all of this alone. That's something that I will say, don't walk on this earth alone without asking for help when you need help. So the emerald, which I love that. I love jade. So I love that little bunny. Oh, he's not even talking about the bunny yet, but I keep wanting to go back to the bunny. Anyway. Oh, well, that's the jade. Okay, maybe it was. Okay, emerald. Adore yourself with healthy, eye catching, beautiful jewelry. Oh, that is so funny. I love that. I just started wearing jewelry again, just like the last 2 years. And I just started loving it and receiving beautiful gifts. And it's been like such a joy for me because it's been so many years since I've done that for myself. And it doesn't matter, how much it costs or where it came from. This was a gift, it's a love. And my mother gave me these before I left for my birthday. And I love her for that. And so I wear them especially with my brother's Tigers, the orange t shirt and everything, because that represents the love that I feel for their spirits and the gifts that they've given me. My brother, he's like my angel. It's always popping in. I know he's got a show tune for us, but he always says one or two show tunes for me in my day. Oh, and so, okay, so they're so beautiful. So it says, so these are dark but hopeful times. I always say, have faith that everything will work itself out. Keep the faith, keep your momentum. So, okay, so then the geometry, okay, the star, stand in the limelight, go to the heights, Be visible, stand independently, claim your own space. I love that. So the pelican, that's a pelican. I thought it was a stork, but the pelican loved. The pelican so loved her young that she opened her own breast to nourish them with her own blood. Wow. Wow. Motherly love. So here we go. Okay, let's go to the aura. Aura would be the white. Follow the path of purity and light. Mm. Is that the aura? Be the light. That's so beautiful. Follow the path of purity and light. So the psychochemistry would be the clothes, the dress, and the costume. Express your inner beauty by being beautiful on the outside. Make the world a beautiful place. Yes, yes, yes. Well, I love this message for the mind's eye because when we see ourselves in the light, we can actually support and we give ourselves the love and the compassion, and we we do that for ourselves, so then not to be selfish but selfless, and that way to build your strength so that you can help others and be of service to others. And it is a yin, it's a balancing act at times, a give, like this, give a little, receive a little, give a little, receive a little. mm, yeah. Okay, this is so beautiful. Okay, so that was the mind's eye. So now we're going to go to the top of the crown. Going to get popping right up to the white light. The I am, the divine, comes right through us, and God within us. And I chose on purpose. I get excited because every time I see this, it's actually called the White Light Oracle, and I just like I knew I was supposed to have this. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I so knew it. I'm just probably going to end up buying getting all of her tarot cards, all of them, every single one, because every one is so deep. So this is the crown chakra. This is the I am, and this card. This is so beautiful. Look at that. Look at the artist. Just the art. Let me see if I can just hold this. Just absolutely perfect. Look at that art. Look at that. That is so amazing. Okay, let me go ahead and read my little shaky hands. Try not to shake it too much. Okay. I don't see this word very often, and so I'm going to sacrament of extreme uncaution. And forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but let me just go ahead and read. It's just a beautiful word. I'm going to look that one up. I meant to look it up. Your heart. I'm sure she'll explain it. Your heart knows how to let go, so you can find peace. It is time for you to experience spiritual closure. A beautiful new reality is opening up for you. Entering is required. You entering is required. It requires you to release your attachment to the past. You have been inwardly preparing for a powerful rebirth. Now is the time to trust in what is meant for you and move forward in it with an open, trusting heart and peaceful mind. Ooh, that's so beautiful. An ideal world, we would finish our inner work, but completely healed, check it off the list, and move on without any issues from the past, intruding into our present life. In a more realistic view, we do our best to muddle through, gaining through understanding and healing to attain some degree of closure and move on as best we can. Flickering off remnants of the past. I like that, flickering off remnants of the past, which can arise, even wish with we are doing our best to let go. Oh no, I skipped something. I need a little marker. I'm double tasking here. Okay, here we go. This is the best way. Flickering, okay. Make it where you can really see it. Okay, flickering off remnants of the past which can arise, even with we are doing our best to let go. In an even more challenging turn of our growth spiral, I love that growth spiral. Feel like I'm a big spiral. We may know something it has run its course and no longer belongs in our world, and yet has trouble exer- um, ex- exercising the exorcist, exorcising the past and its pains. Confusions are attachments, so it bleeds through into the present, even though we know it doesn't belong there. To avoid the taint of the past causing unnecessary issues in the present, this oracle of the sacrament of extreme uncaution brings powerful spiritual last rites so you can be cleansed, liberated into the fullest, cleansed and liberated into the fullness of your new phase. In the Catholic tradition, extreme occlusion is performed in the time of physical passing into the cleansing of the soul and is allowed it to gracefully leave the body and enter the afterlife. In the in, in the content of this oracle, the symbolic equivalent of the sacrament is the powerful intervention of spirit to free you from the gaps of what has been, from the gapes of what has been. It is a liberation from habit, and the compelling lure of the familiar is a divine forgiveness and healing. That's so beautiful. Extreme occlusion translates into last anointing. With spiritual grace will be with you always, and blessing is always available to the receptive heart. This article wishes you to bring your attention to the ending of a particular stubborn pattern. As it does, you will feel greater freedom and a new lease on life. As if you were being born again within this lifetime, it argues specific and permanent healing release. As the expression goes, every saint has a past and every sinner is so cute. Yeah, I love that. Every sinner has a future. This article encourages you to embrace your future and let go of the emotional and physical psychological burdens you have been carrying for yourself and likely for many others, ancestors and more, for too long. Sometimes we martyr ourselves to the pain of the past or even attempt to carry the suffering of others, holding it within our hearts as if that can alleviate the burden of another or create healing. All of a sudden, all that happens in such instance is that the suffering increases. Let yourself off the hook of guilt, shame, or blame. Give yourself permission to acknowledge that all people, including you, have done their best. The universe is offering you a powerful spiritual gift. Your heart knows how to receive it. Let go. There is no turning back. It's time to start anew, and it's time to be happy and free. Ooh, it's time to be happy and free. Yes, it's time to be happy and free. Yes, I totally agree. It's time to be happy and free. I love that. Okay, it's time to be happy and free. It's time to be happy and free. There is a song that's coming to me. It's time to be. I think years ago. Yes, be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. I remember when that's what Tiger wants me to say. And that's what I remember singing with him back in the 80s, 1980s. Yeah, he used to say, don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Yes, yes, and yes. So, continuing on with all that. Let's bring all that happiness, all the rainbow colors, the white, the purple, lavender, and the blue, and let's bring the heart chakra. Let's bring that to the heart chakra with the solar plexus and bring up the root chakra along with the sacral, and let's weave it all into the heart and let's sit in our heart and let's see what beautiful messages we need to think about as we go through this lovely This, however, whenever this finds you, it's meant for you. Time is fluid. I put on there a March because that's when I'm actually doing it. And I'm actually doing it, and I was feeling a lot of the March moon energy that's coming up on the 21st. And man, it's coming in like fire. Oh, this is the Aries energy flow, and it's gonna like pop into the Taurus energy flow around the 22nd, 23rd. And if you know anything about a Taurus, they go for it. And if you know anything about an Aries, they go for it. They're very strategic in what they do. They see it, know it, and they do it. That was my brother Tiger. That's who he was. I followed his lead, and he just is saying, yes, yes, and yes, go for it. So the threshold, I love that. That is such a beautiful word. Words have power, and this is like step in. Don't hold back. Don't wait for anybody to say do it. Just go. Well, get some support in the journey of it. If you have a thought, if you have something that you've been wanting to do right now, do it, and don't do it alone. Just don't. I'm That's the only thing I can say. Have a tight group of loving people that support you. Let them know what you're up to so that they can support you and promote you. That's what I did. I did that. I have 8 people, 8 amazing healers, talented, gifted healers that happen to be multitaskers, multitaskers, video photographers, creative YouTube coordinators, creators, and Instagram, and all of that. And that's something I need to get totally away from so I can do all this magic. And I needed to ask for help, and I did, and they just came pouring in. Whew, yeah, they did. And say the angel, when you ask, you shall receive. My grandpa, his spirit keeps popping in the Capricorn energy. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, the threshold. Okay, at the threshold you stand. Before you lies a way of being that is beyond fear. It is the sacred passing through a karmic veil into a new life of empowerment, peace, spiritual service to humanity, and joy in our own souls. Congratulations! You are embarking on a phase of the deepest soul liberation into freedom, of love that triumphs over fear. It is quite a journey. Many, many lifetimes and many inner work has been required for you to be able to perceive the light of the divine, even underneath the density of fear. You are fast approaching the karmic threshold where you can shift from fear based to love based embodiment. This is a sacred and important time where it is wise to surround yourself with those that are able to support you in their love-based reality. In your near future, you will be able to sustain your vibration even amongst beings that are based in fear, and then you will be even greater service to life, love, and divine power on this planet. For now, allow Kanyan to help you to connect to the beauty and potency, the love, and the fearless, endless joy of your own higher self. Do not be disheartened by any other old fears that are surfacing. You do not need to create a story out of them. You can just observe them and love and allow them to pass. Observe them with love and allow them to pass. It is just your inner self releasing old vibrations, which is not aligned with your conditional love. Sometimes there can be deep trust, deep testing in the threshold. This is not an exam to be afraid of, but an opportunity to release any development and be a really be secure on a firm inner spiritual foundation. That was just golden words right there. I'm going to repeat it. Be sec- this isn't. Sometimes there can be deep testings in the threshold. This is not an exam to be afraid of, but an opportunity to realize your development and to really be secure on a firm inner spiritual foundation before moving forward in your soul service to others. Though how you live and be on this planet, it is no use in preparing to assist others on a higher scale and moving from fear to love if you're still making the transition yourself. Let yourself stabilize in the new vibrations when your ability to help others. You will increase naturally with much grace, assist and effortlessness. And well done, beloved. That's so beautiful. Well done, beloved. Well done, collective. There is much love and celebration in the spiritual world about this shift for you. Remember, the only defense ever needed, no matter what the apparent fear or threat is, unconditional love in the heart, which allows for compassion and detachment. You are safe and you are a quickening in your readiness to pass the threshold. Your journey is truly blessed. I love that for the heart. And that's where we're going to land. We're going to land right in our hearts, and we're going to land there, and we're going to sit there daily, and we're going to take these loving messages with us. And we are going to enhance in our spiritual love for ourselves. We're going to grow in our within ourselves. We're just going to grow, and then we're all going to be of service to others. It's just a loving, spiritual, collective moment. And I'm so honored. I'm so honored to be here with you, to just walk in through the sacred chakra spirals with you. Um, thank you for coming once again. And I'm always honored when you pop in. And I will just leave you with one little message. We are stars. We are the universe that's within us. Learn how to walk with that daily. Learn how to walk with that. Sit in your heart daily. When I took a journey about 10 years ago, I landed in Vegas. And what came from that was I had created a moment where I will be using those same tools with the awakening to your magic. And it had a lot to do with walking through fear and finding the beginning stages for me in my spiritual journey, probably about 20 years ago when I really started stepping into myself. I used to own, I used to have property. I used to, have a business. I used to have all that, and I had to let it go. It was not going to serve me any good in the future. And that was the most important thing I ever did. I let it go, and it said, little voice, as I'm heading across the street, it said, let it go. It'll come back to you tenfold. And that's what is happening for us now. My brother Tiger wants to pop in real. He wants to say, not to be. This is not to be, and I'm just gonna say because he wants to say the sound. If they could see me now, da 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 da. If you can see you now, that's the magic. It's not about what they can see you do. You need to see you do. I spent a lifetime thinking I had to make other people proud of me. That's all nice. It feels great. But I had to start patting myself on the back. I had to start, being proud of me. So as a collective, as spiritual beings, we have to start speaking our truth. We have to start taking a journey. And like Nikki Giovanni said, in order to write, you must live. And because I'm a writer, I needed to start living. And I have to say that was the best advice that I could have received from her. And that was that was over a TV channel. A TV program. It was like, gotta let to listen. Sometimes you're listening for the truth. I was like, let's go that, listening for the truth. If there's any card that really touched my heart, was the star card. And I will say we are stars. I love you very much. Thank you for coming to the Sacred Lighthouse, Astralight. See you again. Namaste.